Shalom, shalom, shalom. Hey, first and foremost, I want to give all the honors, the praises, the glory belongs to Yahweh by Sham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Waharakah Kwadash. The name of the Father is Yahweh. His son's name is Yahweh Shai, in who I reverence. I Tawadi Yahweh by Sham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Waharakah Kwadash. For another day to be able to minister to the hopeful elect in hopes that they will be saved within these last days. We're going to flow with the Spirit. I don't have nothing written down, so I'm just going to flow with the Spirit and see what we can bring out. So we're going to start at Psalms 140. Deliver me, O Lord Jehovah, from the evil man. Preserve me from the violent man. So our whole thing is to be preserved. And if you're serving Yahweh Shai, you are going to be preserved from all evils. Always remember, Yahweh Shai has a host of angels protecting you from all evil. As the scriptures have said. As the scriptures have said, bro. We're being watched, bro. We're being surveilled out here. Right? On any level. But you're not supposed to be scared of that. Right? Maybe. And listen, it feels good sometimes. But you got to fear the Lord. Right? And there's a reason why you're being watched. And they want you to know that they're watching you. So that increases what? Your paranoia. But anyway, let's stick to this. And it says, which imagine mischief in their heart. So there's certain people, they're going to imagine a lot of mischief against us. Right? They have evil thoughts concerning us. What's he here for? What's he doing? What's his motive? Right? And it says, continue while they gather together for war. So this is a war. This is a spiritual war. All right? Against those in high places. And it says, they have sharpened their tongues like a serpent. Addis poison is under their lips. So the devil, his tongue is like a forked tongue. Right? And it says, keep me, O Lord, from the hands of the wicked. Preserve me from the violent man. Keep me from the hands of the wicked. Preserve my life from the violent man. So this is what we want to pray. Who have purpose to overthrow my goings. So the devil, he wants to overthrow our goings in this truth. But it's not possible unless Yahweh Shai allows it. It's not possible. Huh? And it says, the proud have hid a snare for me. When you come out here, this system is full of traps. This system is full of traps. It's full of jinns. It's a big trap. Right? That's what it is. See, they get scared. As soon as I step out my house, everyone starts getting scared. What you scared about? What you scared about? Huh? I know what they're scared of. They're scared of Yahweh Shai. That's what they're scared of. They're scared of the truth. All right? When you're living in truth, you don't need to be worried about nothing because the truth defends itself. Right? And it says, Baba Kasha, check this out. Baba Kasha. The proud have hid a snare for me and cords that they have spread a net by the wayside. They have set jinns for me. I told you it's jinns. Jinns is a trap. So there's snares in this kingdom. You have to be careful because there's snares that are laid out. You ever watch that program in the 90s, Crystal Maze? This is like the Crystal Maze. There's traps everywhere. Okay. And it says, I said unto the Lord, thou art my power, hear my voice of my supplications. Prayer. So we have to pray. Oh, Heavenly Father, the Lord, the strength of my salvation that has covered my head in a day of battle. So the Lord's covering us. He's shielding us. It's the Lord that fights our battles. Now we fight it, but it's the Lord that helps us out with that. Grant not, O Lord, to the desires of the wicked, further not his wicked device, lest they exhort themselves. So we got to pray this, that his desires are not furthered, so he doesn't get up to more mischief and do more evil. Okay. And it says, as for the head of those that compass me, listen, as for the head of those that compass me, surround us, about let the mischief of their own lips cover them. Yeah, bro, I had a whole load of traffickers following me today. I'm not lying. The trafficker pulling up in there. I went into the store. Look, that's all to make you scared, bro. We're not supposed to be scared. All right? All the traffickers were out. As soon as I stepped out the door, you know what I'm saying? And it says, Baba Kushar, check this out. And it says, Baba Kushar, where was I? As for the head of those that compass me about, mischief shall of their own lips shall cover them. Let burning coals fall upon them. Let them be cast into the fire, into deep pits, that they rise not again. Let not an evil speaker be established in the earth. Evil shall hunt the violent man to overthrow him. That's why you don't want to be preoccupied on evil. Because if you're preoccupied on evil, it's going to come back to haunt you. These people are getting haunted in their dreams. We are their worst nightmare. Where is it? All we got to do is stay in the truth. Don't get out of character. Stay on your square. Then you're going to be absolutely fine. That's all you need to do. If you get out of character now, if you do something silly, right, then that's on you. The devil needs you to do that. He ain't going to get you with them same sins anymore. Right? He ain't going to do that. Right? So he needs you. This is where you get the agent provocateurs and so forth. Listen, every brother's going through something different, but it's a spiritual warfare. Forget about the gang stalkers in terms of you focusing on them. Listen, that don't matter. That's all a distraction, right? They're trying to get into your head. It's all a distraction. Stay focused on the words. Stay focused on this word. Bear me just a minute. I want to go to Matthew 7 and 18. And you know what? We do sound like a broken record. This is repetitive. So we're going to sound like a broken record. This is repetitive, 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 repetitive. Okay. Baba Kishar. Anyway, let's go. This is Matthew 7 and 13. Enter ye into the straight gate, for wide is the gate and broad is the way. Straight, difficult. It's difficult. It's a tiny gate. That's only a few can enter in. It's so narrow. It's narrow. For wide is the gate and straight is the way. Right? And broad is the way that is to leadeth to destruction. So many people, they're in the massive gate, the broad gate. And the broad gate doesn't require any discipline. Right? That's why it's known as the broad gate. Because it doesn't require you to be chaste, disciplined. The broad gate requires you to do anything you want. Just do as thy will. That's the broad gate. But when you come into the narrow gate, it's so difficult. You have to be disciplined. You have to be chaste. You have to study. You have to fast. You have to pray. You have to be brotherly. All these things are required when you enter into the straight gate. And what does that word straight mean? Position of difficulty. So when you wake up to truth, we're going to be in positions of difficulties. And many there be that go in there, right? What, that broad gate? So not everybody can come where you're going. Because straight is the gate and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life. And there be few there be that find it. There's only a few that find it. Narrow is the way. Broad is the gate. Okay? This is narrow. Right? This is narrow. So you're going to face difficulties, acts. Through much tribulation shall we enter into the kingdom of heaven. Right? Nobody said it was going to be easy. And that's why we're suffering. I want to go to, I want to bring you some good news as well. Excuse me. I want to bring you that good news, man. Hold on. Hebrews. All right, we're going to go to Hebrews 1. And we're going to jump straight to, you know what, we can go to verse 2. Therefore, we ought to give more earnest heed to the things which ye have heard. When you're reading these scriptures, don't just read it, put it down. Oh, well, that's it. Give more earnest heed to what's being said. Things which we have heard. Lest any time you should let them slip. Because these words, they can slip out of your mind. You know that, right? They just slip. This is about retaining what we've been taught. All right? And it says, check this out. As we have heard, lest any time we should let them slip. For if the word spoken by angels was steadfast, and every transgression and disobedience receive the just recompense of reward, how shall we escape if we neglect so great salvation? Don't neglect your salvation. You're going to fall. You're going to make mistakes. Sometimes you may say things that you shouldn't be saying, right? But don't neglect yourself. As long as you still have breath in you, as long as you're still teaching, you're still in the word. Okay? As long as you're still doing that. Okay? Yeah, it is every day. We teach every day. The scripture says that. Teach without season, man. Right? Well, is there a problem with that? Right? Yeah, it's every day. So fucking what? Excuse my language. So what? Right? Yeah, it's every day. So that's none of your flipping business. We're supposed to be teaching every day. Right? Why are you worried about what we're doing for? We're teaching the word. That's what we're doing. We're not doing anything bad. We're not hurting anyone. We're not committing any crimes. We're teaching the Bible with the hopes of being saved. Okay. But I know why. Listen, I know why these people are acting the way they're acting. Why? Why? Because you don't want to partake in their evil deeds. That's why. Right? And they have a problem with that. Because you're doing something different. You're not following the standards of this world. Right? And it says, Baba Kishar, check this out. About it's every day. So what, man? For if the word spoken by angels was steadfast and every transgression and disobedience received a just reward, how should they escape? Which at the first began to be spoken by the Lord and was confirmed unto us by them that heard him. So it was spoken by the Lord, then it was confirmed to what the apostles now was speaking it. We're out here to spread the gospel. Yeah, every day. Clown. Right? And God also beareth them witness both with signs and wonders. So the apostles were able to see them miracles and them signs and them wonders. Right? And with diverse miracles and gifts of the Holy Spirit according to his own will. So we got gifts and we can go into that. We got to use these gifts every day. Right? For unto the angels have he not put in subjection the world to come, whereof we speak. But in one certain place testified, saying, what is man thou art mindful of him, or the son of man, that thou visitest him? Thou madest him a little lower than the angels, that crownest him in glory and honor, and did set him above all the work of thy hands. Thou hast put all things in subjection under his feet. For in all that he put in subjection under him, he left nothing that is not put under him. But now we see not all things that are put under him. Right? So Yahweh Shai is an angel, and everything is what? Subject unto him. Just how everything is subject unto us as well. Okay? Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Because Yahweh Shai is an angel as well. And we are angels, but just on a lower level. We are angels, man. And we're ministering to the hopeful elect as well. Right? You got people that are scared out here. What are you scared about? Baby. You know what I'm saying? What are you scared about? We're just teaching the work. So we went to that. Let's see what else we can find. We're going to take our time. We're not going to rush. And key thing is put all things under his feet. So miracles, go to Acts. You got Acts. Hold on. And you're going to start seeing more miracles today. And we got Corinthians as well. All right, check this out, check this out, check this out. This is Acts 5:12. And by the hands of the apostles were many signs and wonders. So you're going to start seeing miracles. You're going to start seeing workings and all those things. And it says, wrought among the people, and they were all with one accord in Solomon's porch, and the rest of no man joined himself to them, but the people magnified them. And the believers were the more added to the Lord, multitudes, both men and women, insomuch that they brought forth the sick into the streets, laid them on beds. Key thing, they were laid on beds, right? You look like you're still half asleep. And this is another question, on beds and couches, right? Like the least of the shadow of Peter passing by them, right? Key thing, right? The shadow of Peter. So Peter had this, he was healing just by his shadow. That was power. That was power, bro. This is the type of power, bro, brothers have, but they just don't want you to know. They don't want you to know you have that power. But sorry about the noise as well. We're in a busy section right now, but the cafe's just around the corner. But that's the power that we have. Bro, we have, I keep saying, brothers, we have power. You're not powerless. We're moving things in the spiritual realm. Right? We're moving things around in the spiritual realm. And so much they brought forth the sick into the streets and laid them on beds, couches, and at the least the shadow of Peter passing by might overshadow some of them. So the shadow of Peter, his aura, was healing people. Brother, some of you are healers. Some of you are, there's different gifts. Some of you have been sent here to heal as well, right? And it says, there came also a multitude out of the cities round about Jerusalem, bringing sick folks and them which were vexed with unclean spirits. So you're also going to have those that are, they have unclean spirits upon them, but they're going to get healed through this word, right? And they were healed, everyone. So, bro, we're in the time of miracles. We're in the time of healing. We're in that time right now, right? Of them healing, of their miracles by the apostles, man. And we believe, Lord willing, we are those men, right? We are those men. We are them apostles, man. See what else we got, Baba Kasha? John 14. This is John 14, and we're going to jump straight to verse... Hold on just a minute. All right, there's so much here. I'm excited. This is... Let's go to the top. This is John 14 and 9. Yahushua said unto him, how have been so long time with you, and you has not known me? Philip, he that have seen me have seen the Father. And how sayest thou then, show us the Father? Believest thou not I am in the Father, and the Father in me? The words that I speak unto you. Check this out, right? I speak not of myself, right? And it says, believe me, I am in the Father, and the Father in me. Or else believe me for the very work's sake. I am in the Father, and the Father is in me. Yahushua was a reflection of his Father upon earth, pure, perfect, without spot, right? Without blemish. And it says, Baba Kishar, check this out. Where was I? And it says, verily, verily, I say unto you, he that believeth on me, the works that I shall do, he shall do also. So if you believe in Yahushua, truly, the works that he done, you're going to do also. Brothers, this is higher level spiritual power. What was Yahushua doing? Turning water into wine. What else was he doing? Calming the sea. Calming the waves. What else was he doing? Raising people from the dead. So these men are back here again today. And they're going to be doing the same thing again today, these time. Okay? And it says, and greater works than these shall he do, because I go unto my Father. So just know bro, you're going to start seeing things, man. Right? You're going to start seeing miracles. Brothers, this is why you want to have faith and endure. Don't fall out. And I want to go to something else as well. Do not fall out of the truth. And there was another miracle. You know, we're going to go for persecution. That's a part of the truth. Timothy's, those that live godly shall suffer persecution. So we're going to suffer. Why? Because you believe in a God. And you have some certain principles which the world don't take to. So because you have these principles that the world don't take to, that's going to make you a target in the spiritual realm. Right? It's just the way it goes. But you're protected. I'm here. Listen, I've heard all types of stuff. Right? You're protected by Yahweh Shai. You're doing his work. Now, it doesn't mean that you're not going to get spiritually attacked. You're still going to get them attacks. Bro, I've been experiencing that. But that all bounces off you when you're obedient to Yahweh Shai. Okay? So like about the sound campaigns, that's all to distract me and try to keep me on a low vibration. But we're going to ignore that and we're going to stay in the word. So I want to go to Acts. Because certain brothers, guess what? Certain brothers are going to be locked up. Okay? Certain brothers are going to be locked up. But the Lord, if the Lord's with you, he's going to deliver you from that. There's all types of things going on. All right? We're going to go to Acts. And we're going to go to John 16. Let's go to John 16. Maybe just a minute. These things have I spoken unto you, that you should not be offended. So the words are spoken now, so we cannot be offended when these things happen. Because if you don't understand something, then you're more likely to be offended by it and to start complaining, oh, I don't deserve this. No, we do. All of us get what we deserve. John 16. They shall put you out of synagogues. Yeah, the time cometh that whosoever killeth you will think he doeth God's service. So you're going to have people that think that's the right thing to do and they're doing God's service, God's work. But there's a demonic spirit behind them. These things will they do unto you because they have not known the Father nor me. But these things have I told you, that when the time shall come, you shall remember that I told you. What does remember mean? To bring back to mind. And these things I said not unto you at the beginning, because I was with you. So Yahweh Shai said these things to the apostles from the beginning. Why? Because he was with them. So when you go through things now, well, let me just go to this scripture. Now I know why I'm going through it. We can't be emotionally triggered by the things that are happening to us, because the Lord said this would happen. The Lord says you will be hated for all men for my name's sake. So why are you getting surprised? Why are you getting discombobulated? This is what comes with having a crown in heaven. Anything you want, you have to work hard for. That's what we're working hard for this. All right? So we're going to go to Acts 16. And we're going to go straight to verse... Where should we start? 20. And brought them to the magistrate, saying, these men being Jews do exceedingly trouble our city. So you had Israelites that were complaining and saying, he's troubling our city. So this is the same thing that's going to happen. Who's this man? He's troubling the city. He's causing havoc. He's causing trouble. The same thing's going to happen. So there was people, guess what? There was people being stirred up to come up against the apostles. If you're one of those apostles, the same thing is going to happen again today. If you're one of those apostles. All right? So we're going to go to verse 21. And teach customs, right, which are not lawful for us to receive, neither observe, being Romans. Right? Being Romans. All right, quiet it down just a little bit. So it says, being Romans. Right? So they were Israelites, but they were living in the customs of Rome. There's a saying, as in Rome, do as the Romans do. There's that saying, as in Rome, do as the... This is Rome all over again. This is Rome. This is the Roman Empire. Okay? This is the Roman Empire over and over and over again. Being played out. And you have those that are, you know, joined to the Romans. So they'll be the ones that are compromised. Let's continue. And teach customs which are not lawful for us to receive. So it's not lawful for us to receive them customs. Right? But they were Israelites. And check this out. And the multitude rose up together against them, and the magistrates rent off their clothes and commanded to beat them. Magistrates, Israelites living in Rome, they commanded them to beat Paul. So there was uproars, right? And when they had laid many stripes upon them, they cast them out into the prison, charging the tailor to keep them safely. So they beat them. So the apostles, there was times when they were being beaten. Mm-hmm. And it says, whoever received such a charge thrust them into the inner prison and made their feet fast with stocks. So the apostles, they were being arrested. See, this is what, this is powerful. When you have the authority of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, you're going to start moving things. You're going to ruffle a few fetters and so forth. That's going to happen. You're going to start ruffling fetters and people in high places. Okay. And it says, and at midnight, who have received such a charge, thrust them into an inner prison and make their feet fast. Yo. Please keep it down, keep it down, keep it down. Teach him. Please behave yourself. You know, children will be children, innit? Naughty, but pure energy. So when it says Baba Kishar, and at midnight, Paul and Silas prayed and sang praises unto their heavenly Father, and prisoners heard them. So there was prayers, even though being in prison, there was prayer. Oh, that's spiritual as well. Oh, that's spiritual as well. Because you got a child on the gate. Oh, look, you can't make this up. You had a child on the gate going like this. So that's spiritual. You're going to have some that are going to be locked up. These things are going to happen, and you got to prepare your mind for it. Some brothers, it's not going to happen to all. And it says, Baba Kishar, check this out. Baba Kishar. And it says, Baba Kishar. Oh, well, what's that supposed to be? A day? There is with it. I like it. It's different still. And it says, Baba Kishar. Anyway, let's stay focused. This is Acts 16. And suddenly there was a great earthquake, so that the foundation of the prison was shaken. And immediately all the doors were opened, right? And it says, and everyone's bands were loosed. So through this prayer, guess what it caused? It caused the doors to be open, right? So there was great prayer. And through that prayer, they were released. Like, this is so spiritual, bro. This is so spiritual. Proper. See, we speak thing and it happens. And the doors were open, the gates, right? And it says, and the keeper of the prison, and every man's bands were loosed. And the keeper of the prison awakened out of sleep, and seeing the prison doors open, he drew out his sword and would have killed himself, supposing that the prisoners had fled. Now, why did this doorman why did he want to kill himself? Because he was in charge of the prisoners. And if prisoners got out, you would be in big trouble. All right? And it says, Baba Kishar, and the keeper of the prison awakened out of sleep and seeing the prison doors open, he drew out his sword and would have killed himself, supposing that the prisoners had fled. But Paul cried with a loud voice, saying, do thyself no harm, for we are all here. Right? So, remember the lights went out as well. When he called for a light and sprang in and came trembling and fell down before Paul and Silas, right? And brought them out and said, sirs, what I must do to be saved. So this is the prison guard. This is the prison guard, right? What he's like, what do I got to do to be saved? He saw their miracles. So this is what you got to expect in these times. Miracles, man. Right? That's what you got to expect. Miracles. And it says, Baba Kishar, check this out. verse 30. And it says, and they said, believe on the Lord Yahushua Mashiach. All you have to do is just believe on the Lord. That's what you got to do. Believe on the Lord and you shall be saved. Bro, it's not difficult. That's all. What, you mean to tell me all I need to do is believe? That's all I need to do. Yes, it's as simple as that. And you will be saved. Okay? So let's see what else we got. And thou shalt be saved in thy house. And they spake unto him the word of the Lord and to all that were in his house. So the same gods that got saved, now the apostles are among him. And he took them the same hour of the night and washed their stripes and was baptized. He and all his straightway. So hold on, you had this prisoner that was washing Paul's stripes. Washing him. Like, come on. Alright, bro, it doesn't get any better than that. Well, it does get better. It does get better. Right? And it says, Baba Kishar, and when he had brought them into his house, he set meat before them and rejoiced, believing in God with all his house. And when it was day, the magistrate sent the sergeant saying, let those men go. Right? So there's going to be miracles, man. And the keeper of the prison told this saying, Paul, the magistrates, key thing. So you're going to have magistrates within this truth as well. Right? That get saved. Right? And it says, Baba Kishar, check this out. But Paul said unto the Romans, right? I don't know why he didn't put a lead on it before it walked to me. Yeah, I know, but you don't know. It might piss up on my thing, innit?
Yeah, you won't. I'll get here in time, mate. Don't worry about it. Yeah?
I'm not worried about it, but still. Like, if you know it's going to come towards me, you might as well.
I don't know he's going to come towards you, if I'm honest. He wonders. I didn't know he was going to come
No,
towards you.
I'm not taking it personally, but a lot of people do that, and the dog might just end up.
I accept that, but yeah, sometimes
you know what I mean?
Gets to be in his bonnet and thinks, right, what's that?
Yeah, so, but I know dogs want to. They want to be.
Didn't understand your voice, but heard your voice. Thought, oh, he must be talking to me, right?
Yeah. Well, you know what? Animals are spiritual as well. They pick up on auras, right?
Oh, don't tell me about it.
Yeah.
He's a good buddy, this one.
Yeah.
And stubborn as well. Come on,
yeah.
mate.
I might get a dog. I want to get an English Bull Terrier.
Yeah, they're good fun now.
They're so loyal, innit? Alright, man. No hard feelings, man. Alright, yeah. So this is a part of the truth. Some of you are going to be persecuted as well. Okay. So we're going to go to Acts, Baba Kushar 16. We're going to shut off soon. And verse 36. And the keeper of the prison told this saying to Paul, the magistrates have sent you to let you go. Now therefore depart in peace. So brothers, you got to be patient, man. You got to be patient. Some of you are going to be locked up. The scripture says some of you shall be thrown in prison for 10 days. Right? And it says, Baba Kishar, check this out. But Paul said unto them, they have beaten us openly, uncondemned, being Romans. So they were beat. Right? And have cast us into prison, and now does thrust us out privily, nay, verily, but let them come themselves and fetch us out. So guess what Paul was saying? You beat us, you humiliated us in front of everyone. You come and get us out of the prison yourselves. And the sergeants told these words unto the magistrates and feds. And when they heard that they were Romans, they came and besought them and brought them out and desired them to depart out of the city. And they went out of the prison and entered into a house of Lydia. And when they had seen the brethren, they comforted them and departed. Now when they had passed through Amphipolis and Apollonia, they came to Thessalonica, where there was a synagogue of Jews. Right? And Paul, as his manner was, went in unto them 3 Sabbath days, reasoned with them out of the scriptures, opening and alleging that Mashiach must needs have suffered and risen again from the dead. So what's our message? We're bringing you the resurrection. The resurrection of Yahushua Mashiach. And that this Yahushua whom I preach unto you is Mashiach. And some of them believed and consorted with Paul and Silas and devout Greeks, a great multitude. And of chief women, not a few. right? So you had a lot of people that were being converted back to what? Yahweh Shai, right? They're being converted, right? So you know what? I think I'm going to shut off here and I'm going to do another lesson somewhere else, man. But Lord willing, this was edifying. And until the next time, shalom to the hopeful elect. Shalom. Shalom.